Visible to you, बच्चों? Gianna, Ifra, Jabbar, and Aisha.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Okay, okay. Okay, so let's start the class. Okay. So in the previous class, basically, one more thing I would like to ask. I think Aisha, why didn't you join the class, extra class, basically, dear? That was basically meant for you. I think you didn't join.
Sir, when? Was it last
Mm,
week?
that was just a second. Let me tell you. Just a second, Aisha. I'm telling you. I think that was on. That was on Wednesday, dear.
Yes, sir. Wednesday, I messaged you. I came late from school,
Okay.
so I was not able to take.
Okay, okay. चलो कोई बात नहीं. So what will basically I will arrange some classes for you and Sahab. Okay. And one more student is there, that is Harshit. So he will be
Yes.
joining in the batch itself. So you all three will join in the extra class. Okay. So I will
Okay, sir.
arrange some of them for you. Okay.
Yes.
ठीक है. Hello Sahab, Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum Assalam.
How are you?
I'm good, sir.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so let's start the class, Sahab. Okay, one more thing, dear. I will be taking some extra class for you for the polynomials chapter. Okay, so don't worry about it.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So for that, we are starting right now the linear equation in pair of linear equation in two variables chapter. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So please be focused in the class and let's start without any delay. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm sharing my screen again. Any doubt to anybody since last topic?
No, sir.
Sure, Gianna, Ifra, and let me check who's there. Jabbar.
Yes, sir.
No doubt, sure.
Yes, sir.
Chalo, theek hai. Okay, so let's start with the topic that is pair of linear equation in two variable. Acha, let me know first of all. Okay, what is basically linear equation? It means how do you identify whether the equation is linear or not? Gianna, Ifra, anybody else to say something about this? So tell me, what should be the degree of a linear equation? We have studied about degree in the, you can say, polynomials chapter. Hmm? Anybody?
So the
Sir, one.
degree.
Okay, okay. Who said one? I think it's Aisha. Gianna and Ifra, you are saying something? Somebody was saying something apart from Aisha.
No, sir.
Okay. चलो ठीक है. Sahab, I think you were saying something.
No, sir, it wasn't me.
Okay, ठीक है. So let's start the class. Okay. So let me tell you what basically. So degree of a linear equation is basically 1. Okay. So basically, we have studied the linear polynomial. In that polynomial, we have found that the degree of a linear polynomial is 1. It means that the highest power of a variable should be 1 to be called as linear. Clear? Yes
Yes,
or
sir.
no?
Yes, sir.
I think इस class में almost every student has taken the degree of a polynomial class with me. Nobody is
Yes,
there who
sir.
didn't take, who is not aware of this thing. Clear? Okay.
Yes,
So,
sir.
so basically, what we say, so in the polynomials chapter, basically done the one variable polynomial. It means that only one variable is associated in the polynomial. It means that it can be x, it can be y, it can be z, anything can be there. Okay. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
yeah. So that's why it means that it can be anything. Like it can be any variable. It should be, but only it should be the like variable. It means only if I'm saying the polynomial expression is of x variable, it means that all the variable in that polynomial should be x. So if I'm saying that x is equals to x square plus 2x plus 1, so it should be 1. Clear? And so basically, but in when we talk about the two variables thing, that is basically you have two variables in a single equation itself. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Very good. Okay. So let's understand. So you can see this thing. This is the equation that, okay, one more thing. Can anybody tell me what is the difference between expression and equation?
Sir, in equation there will be an equal to sign.
Hmm.
Expression, there is no sign of it.
Yeah. So who said this?
Sir, Ifra.
Yes, Ifra. Very good. It's completely correct. Very good, dear. Very good. Expression means something. If I'm saying that expression means it is written as a kind of, you can say it is associated with multiple variables, but it is not, it is a kind of, you can say a value, specific thing. But equation, we are equating something to something. Okay. And if I'm right, suppose that this is the x square minus 2x plus 1. So this is called as expression because this is a value of this polynomial. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And if I'm saying that same thing can be written as x square minus 2x plus 1 is equals to 0. So this will be called as equation because we are equating, we are comparing this something to something. Clear?
Sir, can you explain this once again?
Okay. I am saying this thing that this value is written here, p of x is equals to x square minus 2x plus 1. It means that it is basically, it is the value of this polynomial, right? So it is the expression of this polynomial. Clear? But if I
Yes.
equate this thing to 0, this will become an equation because I'm comparing this equation to 0. It means that I am equation means equate. It means that to compare. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Very clear. Now it's clear to you?
Yes, sir.
So it is. So let's understand the first thing, that is So now this the thing that is written over here is basically the standard equation of a linear equation in two variables. You can see this thing, two variables are associated with a basically x and y. Okay, and along with that, some a and b is multiplied, and there is c as well. So it is a kind of, you can say, a familiar thing that you have seen in the polynomial chapter as well. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
But
Yes, sir.
in that chapter, you have seen the polynomials in one variable, okay, of basically quadratic polynomial. But this is a linear equation in two variable. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So you can see this thing similarly to the polynomial. This is called coefficient of x. This is called coefficient of y, and this is called constant term. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very
Yes,
good.
sir.
Very. Is this clear to you till now? Everybody, please tell me.
Yes, sir.
Any doubts so far? Sure, that's great. Okay, so let me tell you. So now in this chapter, we are going to study the pair of linear equation. It means that we have two equation as a single entity. It means that if we have two variables, we need two equations to solve these two variables. Clear, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt to anybody? Gianna, Ifra, Aisha, Sahab, Jabbar?
No, sir.
Sure, that's great. So let me write it here. Okay. So the standard equation for a two variable pair of linear equation is, so a1 x plus b1 y plus c1 is equals to 0, and this is a2 x plus b2y plus c2 is equals to 0. Clear? So you can see this thing. We have two variables here, x and y, and two equations are there. It means that we need two equations to solve two variables. Clear, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is called pair of linear equation. Okay,
Sir, my PT1 date sheet has come.
when is your exam, dear?
Sir, my exams are starting from 23rd May and math exam is on 26th of May.
So what are the chapters that are coming?
There are two chapters, real numbers and polynomials.
Okay, no worries. Okay, so polynomial will be done in this week itself. Okay, and real number,
Yes.
I will try to cover the real number after this chapter itself. Okay, don't worry about it. So we
Okay.
have like plenty of time. Like it's in May, so we have enough time to cover this, because real number will take only 2 classes to cover, not more than that.
Okay.
Yeah. So is this clear, everybody? Please let me know. Let me know.
Yes, sir.
Okay, chalo,
Yes,
that's
sir.
great. Okay, so it means that if we have two variables, so we need two equations to solve those two variables. Clear? So we have two methods to solve the equation, that is, first method is basically graphical method. Second method is basically algebraic method. Okay, so graphical method and algebraic method. Everybody, please respond to me. If it's clear to you, yes or no. So so in a graphical method, let's start with the basically algebraic method. So we have in the algebraic method, we have two methods to solve. That is, first one is substitution method. Okay. Second one is elimination method. So in substitution method, we basically find the value of one variable in terms of another variable and substitute that variable value with the known variable. Clear? And in the elimination method, we basically do what? We basically eliminate one of the variables so that our equations become simple to calculate the value of only one variable. And then we will substitute that known variable value into the equation to find the another variable. Clear, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Gianna, Ifra, Aisha, Jabbar, Sahab.
Yes, sir.
Sure?
Sir.
Any doubt so far?
So can you explain
Yes.
me second method once again? Elimination method.
Elimination method means that we have two variables now, Aisha.
Yes, sir.
So basically we do what? We basically either subtract or add the equations to eliminate one a variable by making the coefficient equal. Basically, we multiply with the, like, if suppose that two variable equations are there and one of the equation does not have the equal variable of any equal coefficient of any variable. So we do what? We will basically make that coefficient equal to that another variable coefficient, and either we will add or subtract that equation from the another one so that we can cancel out any of the variable and easily calculate the value of only left variable. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And then we will substitute this known variable value into the equation. We have two equations. We can substitute that value into any other equation so that we can get the value of another variable. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Just a second. Let me write it. So that's why these two are substitution. These two are called as algebraic because we do nothing but we do normal algebra in this approach. Okay. Next is graphical method. So graphical method. So in the ninth class, have you done the plotting of graph in the linear equation in two variables chapter?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Sorry for that. So basically, so we have so in the graphical method, we basically find the solutions of of basically pair of linear equation using the graphical approach. Okay. So we have how many of you know the consistent and inconsistent pair of linear equations? Can anybody tell me about the consistent? How many of you have done this chapter in the school itself?
Yes, sir.
Who did this? Gianna?
Gianna.
Okay. What about Aisha, Ifra, Jabbar, and Sahab? Have you done this chapter in the school?
No, sir.
Not yet. Okay. Only
No,
Gianna
sir.
has done. Okay. Chalo, theek. So in consistent equation, we have two types of lines. Okay. First one is intersecting lines. How many of you got my point? Remember? Are you able to recall this thing? I think this is also in ninth class itself. Intersecting lines. Can anybody tell me how many solutions will be there for an intersecting lines?
A unique solution.
Okay, Gianna said unique, I think. Is this Gianna?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Okay, yes, Gianna, you are correct there. So unique solution will persist for the intersecting lines. So intersecting line looks like this. So you can see this thing, this line will intersect at only a single point. Okay, only intersection will be at only a unique point. Clear? That's why unique solution will exist for this, for these pair of lines. Clear? Gianna, Ifra, Jabbar, and
Yes, sir.
Saha. At least please respond to me, Bacho, if it's clear to you. Clear?
Yes.
Chalo, that's good. That's good. Next is B, that is coincident line. Can anybody tell me what are coincident lines?
Parallel lines.
Okay. Okay, sir. Okay, yes, who said parallel lines is Gianna?
No, no. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, anybody else apart from Gianna who wants to say about this thing? Hello?
Sir, actually, I'm not sure.
Okay, okay, कोई बात नहीं. So basically, coincident lines are those lines which basically coincide. Coincide means they basically overlap. Suppose that suppose that I have this line itself. If I basically place this line on it again, so will you be able to recognize that these two lines are different lines? That I have over the line, the first second line is overlapping the first one. I have basically, देखो, this is second line and I have merged it on the first line. So are you able to recognize that there are two lines or one line?
No,
One
sir.
line.
So it seems that it is one line, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So basically for this kind of line that is overlapping or coinciding is called coincident lines. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, so how you can see this thing, these two lines are coinciding. It means that they are intersecting at infinitely points, because each line has infinite points. So and all the points are satisfying each other's line, each other. Yes or no? You can see that every point is lying on this plane itself. Yes or no? On this line itself.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's why this will be having infinitely many solution. Infinite solution, you can say. Clear?
Yes, sir.
You can see that each point is satisfying. So if it's so a line has infinite points, so if each point is satisfying, so it means that infinite solution will persist. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, clear? So next type of, you can say, classification of graphical method is inconsistent. So what should lie in the inconsistent lines? So under inconsistent, only one single pair of lines are there, that is parallel lines. Clear, everybody? So you can see this thing, parallel lines are those lines which basically intersects at infinity. So these are two lines. So this is L1 and this is L2. So now can anybody tell me how many solutions will be there for these two pair of line?
No solution.
Okay, no solution by Gianna. Okay, anybody else? Anybody else apart from Gianna? देखो, everybody please respond in the class. देखो, this is the class for, like, this class is open for everybody. I'm not specifically will pronounce the name because you can see there are multiple students. So that will be a cumbersome process for me to speak out all the names. So this is the open class. Okay, I will not restrict to anybody to speak. Okay. So you all can respond, you all can answer, you all can basically present your points of why is it and why is it not. So all are open to speak. It's not a class like restricted class, just like the traditional class that only teacher is speaking and all the students are just listening. Okay, so be free and be you can say relaxed, and you can ask, and you can, if I'm asking something, you can also respond to me. If not, you can like you are open to respond on your own itself. Okay, everybody, please respond to me if it's clear to you, and please tell me, apart from like Ajiana said, no solution will be there. What about rest of you? At least predict. I'm not saying that if you give the wrong answer, I will deduct your marks. It's a learning phase right now. All of you can speak and respond. So if you don't speak, basically that will limit your potential. That's what I want, that I want to maximize your potential. Okay. Please tell me how many solutions will be there in your point of view, everybody. Please keep your points to
Zero
me.
solution.
No
Zero,
solution.
no solution. Okay, very good. Yeah. So it means that no solution will persist. Very good. So that's what I wanted. So even if you're wrong now, don't worry about it. It's just a start of the session. I know that you are in learning phase. So how can anybody expect that you will know everything? So be free to speak. Okay. Don't worry about that, the wrong and right. I'm not that kind of teacher that will scold you on the base, like why did you say right and why did you say wrong, and how do you don't like how basically you are not aware of this topic. So that is a learning phase. Even if you don't have the topic of previous basically knowledge of the previous topic, that's why I'm basically doing this introduction and the fundamentals first. Okay, so be free to right now in the class. Okay, be free. So this is the, you can say these are the fun you can say what I'm saying, that it is the fundamental of this chapter. Clear, everybody? Without this thing, you will not be able to solve the questions. Okay, if you are aware of this thing, that what are intersecting lines, what are coincident lines, what are parallel lines, what is substitution, what is elimination, and how do you represent the pair of linear equation in the general equation, and what are A, B, and C. These are the things that you know, because they go in the schools, they will just start, they will assume that thing that you only basically know everything from the previous class. So in this thing, in this class, that is not the case. I assume that if you don't have any knowledge right now about this topic, if you have, that is a very good thing. It will be a kind of revision for you. If you don't have, so it will be kind of, it will be your learning. Clear? Am I clear to
Yes, sir.
everybody? That's what I
Yes.
wanted. And that's the teaching style of mine. Okay. So is it now it's clear? Shall we move forward to the next topic? That is the substitution method that we are going to discuss in this class itself.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, so but basically graphical method is present in NCERT as the first topic, but I will do this topic in the last, because algebraic method is a kind of easier method and we have already done the polynomial. So we will focus on this first, then we will move forward to the next one. Okay, so just a second. So basically your batch mates. So let's do the basic topic or basic question first. So, okay, the points that I'm writing in front of you are very important, and for the learning initiation of the question, how to initiate the substitution method question. These points will be very crucial for you. Once you will be like kind of used to for these with these steps, you can easily skip these steps. Okay, but this will be the kind of algorithm how to proceed it. Okay, so if I'm writing that 7x minus 15y is equals to 2 is equals so this is equation number 1 that I'm supposing it. Okay, and x plus 2y is equals to 3. Okay, this is the equation number 2. Okay, everybody, please tell me, is it clear to you, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's understand how to what is basically substitution method. Okay, so everybody tell me, if I'm a maths teacher, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So if suppose that due to some reasons or due to some emergency or anything, I have to take a leave, and you don't have to miss the class for basically, so that your class does not miss basically. So Learnivio arranges a substitution for me. Okay, so basically they basically substitute me by some other teacher. So what will be the expertise of that teacher in which subject? Can you guess?
Maths.
Maths. They will not substitute a teacher who don't know maths. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? At least yes. Why is everybody? Why rest of you are silent? देखो, try to be more realistic. So like real life examples से मैं relate करूँ so that you can understand and relate the things. So थोड़ा सा interactive रहो ना तो और मजा आएगा आपको. ठीक है? So basically, right now in this question, I will be substituting the value of one variable by another variable. It means that I will calculate the value of one variable from any of the equation and will substitute that value of variable into another equation. Okay? So you can see this thing that I have two equations. I can use any of them to find the value of any variable in terms of another. So suppose that if I want to calculate the value of x variable, if I want to calculate the value of x variable in terms of y, okay? So what I will do, I can use both of the equation, but you can see this thing, this equation is a little bit complex because if you take that here, so this will be a fractional equation. Yes or no? X will be equals to 2 plus 15y by 7. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
But if I
Yes, sir.
take this equation, this is a very simple equation. X will be directly nothing but 3 minus 2y. Clear? You can, and one
Yes,
more
sir.
thing. The value calculated of x from in this equation and in this equation will be same. They will not be different. Okay? Don't assume that this will be different or something. They will be same. Okay? So in this equation, what I'm doing is that I'm basically calculating the value of x in terms of y from this equation. Okay? So this is the step one. So I am rearranging the value of x as 3 minus 2y. Yes or no? This is the equation number one. Clear, everybody? Is this clear to you? Bacho, please tell me.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Next is what I can do is that, so just a second, it's equation 3. So what I can do is that I got the value of x. So can I substitute this value of x here because x is here also? Both x are same, na? They are not different.
No,
Are they
sir.
different or are they same? चलो ये बताओ आप पहले.
They are not different.
They are not different by Aisha. What about rest of you? Sahab, Ifra, Gianna, Jabbar.
Yes, sir.
I'm asking, dear, are they different or are they same?
They're same.
The value of x here and the value of x here, are they same or different? Okay, Sahab said same.
It's different.
Okay, Gianna said different. कोई बात नहीं. What about, so that's what I wanted, na? At least you should tell me that what are you thinking about this? That's what I wanted. Okay, Gianna said different. Aisha and Sahab said same. Ifra and Jabbar.
Sir, different.
Okay, Aisha, Ifra said different. Jabbar. अच्छा देखो, so basically what happened is that here, so the value of x, either you calculate the value of x from this equation or from this equation, they will be same. If you substitute this value in place of x here, it will not be wrong, it will be correct. Okay, because these are pair of linear equation, they are meant to basically you can say a kind of correlation hota hai, kind of you can say relation between them. Suppose that some relation is already like human beings में भी एक relation होता है. The similar kind of thing also is present here between these two equation itself. Okay, so whenever you solve the pair of linear equation, they are related to each other. Am I clear to everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's why they will be same. Okay, Gianna and Ifra and Jabbar and Aisha and Sahab.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Any doubt now?
No, sir.
Chalo, that's good. Next is now now you have to substitute the value of x here. Now you have calculated the value of x from this equation. Now you will substitute from this into this equation. Okay, if you calculate the value of x here, so you have to substitute the value of x in this equation. Okay, okay, so it's up to you. So always prefer जो easily calculate हो जाए ना, जो easily आपकी simplify हो जाए, always prefer that equation to modify. So देखो, this is the equation. It's a very simple equation. I just have to shift the 2y on the right hand side. I got the value of x. Okay, so you will be substitute equation 3 in equation 1. Clear, everybody? So now third step is to substitute basically. So value of 7, basically x is 7, value of x is 3 minus 2y minus 15y is equals to 2. Now tell me, all the variables are, all this equation has only one variable right now. So is it easier to solve the one variable equation, yes or no? In the 8th class, and in the 8th class we have solved the one variable. So we need only one variable, one equation to solve one variable, yes or no? Now is it simplified?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's what the motive of the substitution method. We have to convert the equation into single variable equation by substituting the value of another variable. Clear? So now next step will be just simplify this. So it will be 7 3 is 21 minus 7 4 2 is 14y minus 15y is equals to 2. So now basically do what? Basically take all the variables on one hand and all the, you can say, constant on one hand. So it will be minus 2 will be equals to 29 of y. So it will be, so your y will be equals to, so your 29 of y will be equals to 19. So now your y will be equals to 19 by 29. Clear, everybody? So no? Gianna, Ifra, Jabbar, Aisha Sahab.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Clear है? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. So now we have to substitute the value of y in any of the equation, that is basically to get the value of x. Now this third equation is already simplified because we don't have to do anything, but we don't have to simplify or anything. We just have to substitute the value of y here, yes or no? So this will be third step. Fourth step will be substitute value of y in any of the equation. So you can substitute in any of the equation, you will get the same answer. But right now I'm substituting in the third equation because it's already simplified. Okay. Okay. So fifth step will be, you will substitute. So it will be x will be equals to 3 minus 2 into 19 by 29. So if you simplify it, so it will be x will be equals to 3 minus 38 by 29. It will be, so now you will take the LCM, yes or no? Gianna, Ifras, Jabbar and Aisha Sahab. 29 will be the LCM. So it will be 3 into 29 minus 38. So ये आपका हो जाएगा, so 87 minus 38 divided by 29. So this will be equals to 49 divided by 29. Okay. So now you got the value of x as well. So sixth step would be, so x will be equals to 49 by 29 and y will be equals to 19 by 29. Yes or no? Gianna, Sahab, Ifra, Jabbar, Aisha, is this clear to you? No, everybody, please tell me.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
so these are the most simplest I can say, like, this is the most simplest way that you can solve this equation. Okay. This is the most simplest approach to basically do the, you can say, the substitution method. Clear, everybody? So first you will do what? You will write down. So like, first of all, you will write down both the equation and modify any of the equation to get the value of x or y. It can, like, I'm not saying only you can solve for x only. It can be y as well. Okay. It's up to you. You can use any of the variable. Whatever is, you can say, जो भी आपका easy हो calculate करना, जिसमें आपकी fractional values जितनी कम से कम हो सके उतनी रखना आप लोग. ठीक है. सो फ्रैक्शनल अगर आप इक्वेशन रखोगे ना, सो दैट विल बी अ काइंड ऑफ, यू कैन से, आपकी ज्यादा चांसेस है उसमें मिस्टेक होने के. बट इफ यू मेक दैट इक्वेशन मोर सिंप्लीफाइड, सो इट्स देयर आर लेस, यू कैन से, चांसेस टू मेक द मिस्टेक्स. क्लियर?
Yes, sir.
एनीबडी, एनी डाउट?
No, sir.
श्योर?
Sir, can we put any value to x or y?
I'm not able to, like, basically, क्या कह रहे हो आप, आयशा? Please tell me once again.
Sir, is it like can we put any value
Any value, it means, can you
in
please
x
explain?
or y?
You can take any value. Either you can, now instead of x, you can find the value of y in terms of x. So that will be 3
Yes.
minus x divided by 2. You can substitute the value of y now here.
Yes,
Because
sir.
देखो, always preferred, आप यहाँ पे fractional equation बन गई आपकी, fraction है. So now it will be tough to, not tough, you can say complex to solve fractional equation, because यहाँ पे जैसे ही आपका 2 आएगा, you have to take the LCM and now you have to shift the 2 here. So that will take a little bit time, no, like extra time to solve the normal equation instead of basically to solve this equation instead of normal equation. आप जितनी
Yes, sir.
simplified equation रख सकते हो उतना रखना है आपने. Because
Okay, sir.
if you basically do the equation, like if you convert the equation to fractional one, so सबसे ज्यादा chances fraction में बच्चे करते हैं LCM लेने में. That is the most prone area to make the mistakes. So that's why
Yes.
avoid the fractions. अगर already question में fraction है, so that is another thing. But if the questions are not in fraction, so try to avoid the fractions. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Just a second. Let me take one more question. अच्छा, एक क्वेश्चन करते हैं बिफोर एंडिंग द क्लास. ओके. Any doubt to anybody? Please tell me.
No, sir.
So that's great. everybody please revise the topics before coming to the class, okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Because if you don't revise, so that will basically you will not be able to properly, you can say, understand that coming topics, okay? So it's already there. So let me write it here. So this is the question, Bacho. Okay. So this is the question. So let me solve it. Okay. Now, first equation is 3x minus y is equals to 3. That is equation number 1. Okay. And next is 9x minus 3y is equals to 9. That is equation number 2. Okay. So now I have to substitute somehow that it basically to simplify the as much as possible. Okay. So you can see this thing that if I calculate the value of y here, if I calculate the value of y, so there won't be any fractional value. Yes or no? So if I देखो अगर मैं y को इधर शिफ्ट करता हूँ and 3 इधर लेके आता हूँ, I will get the value of y as 3x minus 3. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Because if I take the x, I will get the value of x as in fraction. X will be equals to y plus 3 divided by 3. Okay, so that will be in fractional value.
Yes, sir.
So I will try to avoid the fractional value. That is the main motive. आप कर सकते हो, you will get the answer. But why there is a need to solve complex equation instead if you are getting the simple one? Okay.
Yes.
So always try
Okay.
smart work instead of hard work. Sometimes hard work does not require, the smart work is required. Okay. So if I calculate the value of y here, y will be equals to 3x minus 3. This is equation number 3. Clear? So now I will substitute the value of y here. Okay. Substituting. Equation 2, sorry. Okay. So in the previous question I've taken x, in this question I've taken y. Okay. So this depends question to question. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
now 9x minus of 3 into 3x minus 3 will be equals to 9 and 9. So 9. So this will be equals to 9x minus 3 3s are 9x again. Okay, you can see 3 3s are 9x plus of 9 will be equals to 9. So you can see this thing. X 9x is getting cancelled here. So is it 9x? 9x. So 9x is getting cancelled here. Just a second, my pen again stopped. Yeah. So it will be 9 equals to 9. So it is saying that this line will be having infinite solution. You can see this thing that all the variables are getting cancelled, only the constants are left. Okay. So this shows that the lines are coincident. Okay. And they have infinite solution. Clear, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you will
Yes, sir.
say, so any value can be substituted, you will get the answer. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we'll write. Okay, everybody, is this clear to you, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Any doubt?
No, sir.
Sure? Anybody, everybody,
Yes, sir.
please tell me at least. Why is everybody so inactive in the class? Except Aisha. Only Aisha is responding. What about Gianna, Ifra, Sahab, Jabbar? I'm not getting the response. What happened, Gianna, Ifra, and Sahab and Jabbar? What about you, rest of you?
It's clear, sir.